What up, YouTube? T Movies here. Now, in 2020, there's not only good looking movies coming out, but there are some interesting TV shows premiering in 2020 as well. So, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 anticipated new TV shows premiering in 2020. Now, I'm gonna maybe make a separate video talking about like my anticipated returning shows in 2020. So, maybe sometime later this month I'll do that. And I'll also maybe also do my 10 anticipated Netflix stuff premiering in 2020, and there's some really lot of interesting stuff to look forward to. But with that being said, here's my 10 anticipated TV shows of 2020. Coming in at number 10, it is the Netflix miniseries Ratchet. Or I think it's just a regular series. I can't really remember if it's a limited series or a just a regular series. But if you, Ratchet is of course based on Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Of course, she was played by Louise Fletcher. So this time around, you got Sarah Paulson playing the role, and it's being created by Ryan Murphy, who of course Paulson and have worked with Ryan Murphy loads of times before. So I'm kind of intrigued by Ratchet. I think this could be pretty interesting. I mean, would it be as good as One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Maybe not, because that's a classic. But Sarah Paulson is a great actress, so why not? I'll definitely give it a watch because she's in it. And also, it has like other people like Judy Davis, Cynthia Nixon, Hunter Parrish, Sharon Stone, Rosanna Arquette. You got Vincent D'Onofrio in this. Uh, you got Corey Stowe and Don Cheadle. So yeah, you got some interesting cast members in this. So I'll definitely give this one a watch. All right, coming in at number 9, it is Jupiter's Legacy. Almost said Jupiter's Settings. That's a totally different name. But this is a new this is like a new Netflix series based on a comic book where like the world's first generation of superheroes receive their powers in the dirties but become the revered elder guard in the present, and the superpowered children struggle to live up to the legendary feats of their parents. You got Josh Duhamel, Leslie Bibb, who's no stranger to the comic book genre. I mean, of course, Leslie Bibb is best known for have appeared in Iron Man. So now, Netflix has not been kind to its to the Marvel shows like Daredevil. They haven't been kind to Luke Cage, Punisher. It is nice to see them doing like other comic book adaptations. Like, of course, there's Umbrella Academy. We got this Jupiter. I have I don't know anything about Jupiter's Legacy, but I actually mainly Wikia, and it actually sounds like it could be an interesting show, interesting cast. So sign me up. I don't know if it'll be any good, but we'll see. All right. Coming in at number 8, it's another Netflix show. Boy, lots of Netflix shows on this list. Coming in at number 8, it is I Am Not Okay With This, which is about this like high school girl named Cindy, played by Sophia Lillis, who navigates like the trials and tribulations of high school, dealing with like her families and like mysterious superpowers. Dang. So I guess maybe it's like Euphoria with superpowers. I'm guessing, but mainly it is based on a book. But I'm actually looking forward for this because it's from the same people who gave us that Netflix show, The End of the End World, and that show is awesome. If you guys haven't seen The End of the what world, it's a really good show. And this kind of sounds like an interesting premise, an interesting show. I mean, Sophia Lillis, she's really she's an amazing Beverly on in the It movies. She was pretty good in that Nancy Drew film that just got released. So I'm kind of intrigued by this. I don't know if Netflix has been pretty good with their like coming of age content. So this could probably either be good or horrible. Well, we'll see. Coming in at number 7, it is Stargirl. Now this is a CW show that was supposed to air on the DC streaming service, but now it's being moved from that to the CW. And it's about this high school girl named Courtney Whitmore who joins the Justice Society of America, and it stars Breck Bassett playing the Tyrell. You got Luke Wilson, Joe McHale. I mean, they actually released a trailer not so long ago, and this show actually looks really awesome. And I'm not 100% sure if they're really going to be interpreting this with the with the Arrowverse. I'm sure if like if Stargirl does like well with audiences, critics and all, I could probably see Stargirl maybe appearing in the next crossover. Who knows? But I'm kind of intrigued by it. All right, coming in at number 6, it is Lovecraft Country. Now this is an HBO show, and it is based on a book and follows Atticus Black, who joins up with his friends Letitia and Uncle George, who embark on a road trip across the 1950s Jim Crow America in search of his missing father. And this begins a struggle to survive and overcome both like racist terrorists and of white America and terrifying monsters. Dang. And that could also be ripped from a Lovecraft paperback. That sounds really cool. Now, this is going to be from J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele, so them attached together, this sign me up. And you got John DeMajors, who I'm becoming a fan of, because he was great in that recent movie, that San Francisco movie that just got released. You also got Juicy Smollett's sister in this. For you guys who haven't seen the Dave Chappelle special, you guys know what I'm talking about. But it has Juicy Smollett's sister, Journey Smollett Bell, who's going to be in Birds of Prey. She's in this. You also got Courtney B. Williams, Micah K. Williams. This actually sounds really cool. And so sign me up. Another HBO win, hopefully. Alright, number 5, I got Star Trek Picard. Now this stars Patrick Stewart reprising his role as Captain John Picard. And this Picard show looks awesome. Now, I've run on record, I'm not into Star Trek Discovery. I'm sorry for any Star Trek Discovery fans, but I really can get into Star Trek Discovery at all. But Star Trek Picard, on the other hand, like this show could also end up being bad. That's always a possibility. But having Patrick Stewart back as Picard, sign me up. It's been like years since he portrayed the character. Like, yeah, he actually voiced the character like on an episode of Family Guy, and he voiced the character and other stuff. I think Robot Chicken he voiced the character once. But I mean, Picard, I'm 100% looking forward to. Now it is CBS or Access, so there's that. So sign me up. Fingers crossed this is good. And this show premieres in January, so hopefully it's great. Alright, coming in at number 4, it is Hunters, which is an Amazon show. Now, here's what Hunters is about. It's about a diverse band of Nazi hunters living in 1977 New York City discover hundreds of high-ranking Nazi officials that are conspiring to create a fourth Reich in the U.S. The Electric team will set on a bloody quest to bring them to justice. Now, it stars Al Pacino, Logan Lerman. Now, and it also stars Josh Radnor for all you How I Met Your Mother fans. Now, I wasn't really interested in it at first until I saw the trailer. That trailer that just got released, that was like, where like these group of folks go on a bloody rampage. That Hunters actually looks awesome. I still don't buy Al Pacino as a Russian, to be honest with you. Like, I really couldn't get into the accent. But hopefully it'll work for the full show. But yeah, definitely cannot wait to check out Hunters. I mean, I believe it's Al Pacino's first TV show in a year, or I can never remember if he ever actually been on a TV show. But so sign me up. I mean, Al Pacino's having a resurgence. Like, between the Irishman, now this, sign me up. Alright, coming in at number 3, it is The Stand. Now, this is also a CBS All Access show, and in it, after the mass destruction caused by a man-made virus called Captain Trip, a false messiah emerges possessing incredible powers and hell-bent to rule the remaining human society. It's up to a group of up to a group of people to journey the post-apocalyptic wasteland to stop him and his army. It has the cast in this is great. You got James Marsden, Jovan Adipo, Daniel Sanjanta, Whoopi Goldberg, Amber Heard, Odessa Young, Henry Zaga, Alexander Skarsgård, Nat Wolff, Catherine McNamara, Brad William Henke. Now they've been trying to get a stand movie off the ground, but that never really went. So now we're getting it. Like we are having like a Stephen King resurgence with like the success of It. We just had Pet Cemetery, It Chapter 2. Of course, there's Castle Rock, which season 2 just aired, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a season 3. I don't know about that, but and it was just announced that we're getting like a Carrie limited series for FX, so there's that too. So yeah, we're getting a lot of Stephen King stuff, whether it's movies or TV. Sign me up. The Stand. Now there was a mini series back in the '90s, which was decent, but new Stand coming to CBS or Access could be interesting. All right. Alright. Coming in at number 2, it is Space Force, which is a Netflix series. And this is here's what it's about. The people tasked with creating a sixth branch of Army services titled the Space Force. Alright, now I try not to get political in my videos, but I can't really talk about this show without adding some political stuff in it. Alright, what this is really based on is I don't know if you guys remember that Trump wanted to something in, like a space force thing, like a something in outer space, and can't remember what he wanted to put on space. I think it was like a space mission, but he wanted to put like an army base thing in outer space. So that's really, if you want to look at it, the space force, is kind of like the Office in outer space. That's what it really sounds like. And I'm not saying that's because, okay, I'm saying it. It's mainly because Steve Carell's starring in this. So, Steve Carell is having a TV resurgence now thanks to The Morning Show and now this. And the cast is pretty cool too. Like, the cast includes Ben Schwartz, John Malkovich, Diane Silvers, Fred Willard, Jessica St. Clair. This could be pretty interesting. I mean, The Office in outer space. I mean, could be pretty cool to watch, so sign me up. Anyway, now my number one anticipated show of next year, it is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier for Disney Plus. Now, this is actually out of all the Marvel shows coming to Disney Plus. Like we know, we're getting a Loki series, we're getting a we're getting that WandaVision. But those aren't coming till 2021. The only one that's really coming out earlier than expected is Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now, this is supposed to premiere like in August of 2020. Now, of course, this stars Anthony Mackie back as the Falcon with
Watching my kids a kid.
and of course we got Sebastian Stan reprising his role as Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. So this could be pretty intriguing. Now, I still don't know much about the plot or anything. Like, they haven't really said much about it. But we know that Darren Brew is reprising his role as Zemo. Emily Van Camp is reprising her role as Sharon Carter. So some interesting returning cast for the Marvel actors. Of course, Wyatt Russell is supposed to be in this too. So sign me up. I mean, the Falcon and Winter Soldier was seriously my favorite part of Civil War. Like, their dynamic chemistry is just perfect to watch. So cannot wait to check this out. Now, granted, the show could end up being terrible. That's always a possibility. And hopefully it's better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s okay. Like, I don't hate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Most people, it's a bit of a hit and miss show. I mainly watch it because Clark Gregg's in it. And Clark Gregg's awesome. So, hopefully Falcon and Winter Soldier will be... Hopefully this and the other Disney Plus stuff will be pretty good. So, anyway.
We're still missing a couple.
Alright. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, let me do the quick rundown. 10. Ratchet. 9. Jupiter's Legacy. 8. I Am Not Okay With This. 7. Stargirl. 6. Lovecraft Country. 5. Star Trek Picard. 4. Hunters. 3. The Stand. 2. Space Force. And 1. The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now, there's loads of other stuff coming. Like, speaking of Disney Plus, there's a reboot of Lizzie McGuire coming. So Lizzie McGuire's coming back. We got what else is coming? Oh yeah, Saved by the Bell's coming back. So we got some revivals coming. Let's see. That's Bound C.J. Walker could be pretty good with Tiffany Haddish and Octavia Spencer. Let's see. There's The Undoing, which is another HBO show. Lots of HBO Max shows premiering next year. Plot Against America. Little Fires Everywhere. There's Devs. The Outsider looks pretty decent. Now, frankly, I was actually going to do top 20, and so I decided to just go ahead and show it down to 10. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your anticipated TV shows premiering in 2020? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This year's Teen Movies. Maybe I should just mention this. I was also going to add the Cowboy Bebop show, but because the production got delayed because of John Cho's injury, I ended up leaving that off the list because I think that's going to premiere in 2021. So hopefully I'm wrong, and they'll release it quicker. But anyway, this here is Teen Movies signing off.